Alright, man, am I excited for this one. Welcome to the speed build and, of course, a bit of thoughts and review after on the Transformers Optimus Prime Lego and Hasbro on the same box. Holy crap. Just like many others, I never thought I'd see this day. I mean, I grew up with Transformers. I loved all of the Transformers that I had. I really only had smaller ones and stuff because that's all I could afford because I had to buy my own. My parents wouldn't get those for me. But I loved them. I absolutely loved Transformers. I think they were like some of the coolest puzzles and stuff that you could do, and just trying to figure out how to transform it without the instructions or anything like that was so fun. And honestly, it's such a legacy thing to have as a set, and it makes me really excited and hopeful that they're going to make some Decepticons as well, because Decepticons are awesome looking, and some of my favorite Transformers are Decepticons. No stop, no lie. But I am still very, very excited to build this and play with it myself and see the full transforming thing. This is probably one I might even just have to get two of eventually, but dang, am I excited for it. And as per usual, I hate having to puncture a box, especially a box like this. This is a box I really, really want to keep, and I don't want to have to puncture a box like this. I really wish Lego would just use tape, especially on bigger boxes. Does not make sense. And it really, really incentivizes me to throw the box away more when I have to puncture it, rather than keeping it and reselling it with the thing if I ever want to do that. But regardless, let's get into it. I'm sure you know how the buttons work down there by now. Do click them as you please. Let's get to the speed build. Here we go. All right, and it's done. I love this. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely one of my top Lego sets that I've built so far, and it's kind of awesome. So just initial thoughts. Obviously, I think this is really cool, and I love the amount of just pure flexibility this character has. Just, it's amazing. I mean, you could stand him up basically doing the splits if you wanted to. Like, it's crazy the amount of posability this character has. It's wild. But yeah, that aside, obviously that's for a reason, and that's so that it can transform. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I won't lie to you, I've done this one time now. I did it on a live stream for the first time, just sort of to try to do it as a puzzle. And yeah, so I've learned a bit from that experience, and I've definitely learned that this is still definitely the first thing you want to do, and clipping his legs together, that's important so that those don't come apart while you're trying to do all the other stuff. And then we can go ahead and lift his little flappy dude up, lift his arms up, and then lift his body up as well. And now put his head down and then rotate him around. And that should make that much easier to do the rest. We go ahead, put that front flap, or actually no, we need not put the front flap down yet. I can do this part first, which is his arms. We go to bend that down, turn that in, and then also we want to turn the hands up, turn those down, and then turn that part in. All right, let me just do that same thing. I promise I genuinely did not look at the instructions for this. I just broke off a piece. I'm gonna have to figure out where that goes. Cool. And that's sort of why I broke off a piece probably, but hey, that's all right. I did break off a piece and figure I'd show you all the steps that it takes. Of course, I already did replace this piece. I almost forgot. It was already there, but we'll just pretend that I did that, because that's also one of the steps, of course. And then we rotate those, and bam, we're transformed. Not honestly that hard of an experience, and of course he drives and rolls as he should, and I love it. I think this is so cool. And yeah, you can store his gun down in there, and you can also, if you want, some that Jane's Bricks showed, is you can store his jetpack on the back as well if you want, and give him a little booster pack. And of course, when he's untransformed, you can put the jetpack on his back. So let's go ahead and untransform him again and talk about the rest of him. I also, just really quickly, I love the look of this truck. I think this is amazing just for a thing that you can transform back into a person. And yeah, just being able to transform it is awesome. So really well done just on the truck. And yeah, let's go ahead and transform it and then give my thoughts on Optimus Prime himself. Alright, I finally figured out where that missing piece went. So now, giving my final thoughts on this bad boy, Optimus Prime. I think this is so cool and so fun to play with. I mean, just, you can put a jetpack on his back and stuff too. That's so cool. Yeah, he's got all of his accessories. He's got all the stuff. He's even got this thing that probably didn't show up in other than like one episode or something, as far as I've heard. So yeah, I mean, this is just so cool. Honestly, just the fact that it transforms and stuff, and it's honestly really big. It feels hefty, and it's all made out of Lego. Yeah, this thing is cool. It's really worth the money, I will say that, just personally speaking. I know inflation-wise, it's not the best market, but personally, this definitely feels like it's one of those sets that just, stands apart. And yeah, I've almost forgot to mention you can open up his chest and take out his heart. No. But yeah, you even got the cool reference to stuff, and yeah, this is a really cool set. I love this. I will honestly, personally be displaying this in the truck form because I think that's more fun, and I think that's it more secretive, being like, oh yeah, look at, I got Optimus Prime sitting over there, and then you just transform this Lego set in front of someone. I think that's cooler, but that's just me. So I will be displaying this in its truck form personally, and I might even get another one to display in its robot form at some point, but that won't happen for a while, at least for me. But for you, I do recommend at least getting one of these yourself and seeing how it is to play with this, because for Lego, this is a 5 out of 5. This is amazing in every single way. Building experience, playability, displayability, all of the abilities, awesome. Just perfect. This is just one of those sets that will go down in infamy, I think, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's really cool, and yeah, it's a really cool blaster, of course, too, so, you know, just for the blaster, get it. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. And do let me know what you think of this set as well, because I genuinely want to know what you all think. But with that, thank you all again for watching. I'm sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Autobots, roll out.